Noam, this is an interesting development here because I think to myself, this is a game changer. I can totally see it happening. But there have to be some hurdles with regard to a massive rollout of drones all over the sky, dropping my McDonald's and pizza deliveries.
Yes, it's definitely a tremendous amount of hurdles, and it's been a kind of 10-year or 8-year process of going through regulations, working with the FAA, working on safety, working on collision avoidance. All these different components that we take for granted in commercial airlines now have to be implemented in unmanned drones. And this has really been what's been going on between us and Amazon and Google, companies that are building these drones for delivery. But when we think about food, right, taking a 2-ton truck to deliver a 1-pound burrito, it's not exactly the most efficient way of doing it.
All right, so if that's the case, what exactly are you doing with regard to how you're rolling out your product and service to the types of clients you have? Is there a strategy in place for the types of people and clients you are targeting? And what exactly, is it just food right now, or is there an aspiration to do things by drone delivery in other parts of the market down the line?
So our platform can deliver anything. It doesn't know that it's delivering food. It could pick up anything and deliver anything anywhere. We're focused specifically on food, and specifically on food in the suburbs. Food is one of those unique products that, a cold set of fries is very different than a warm set of fries, right? Food matters, time matters. And we want to reach a point that within 5 minutes of ordering your food, it drops in your backyard. That's really the goal of when we're looking at it. And the second aspect is cost. Today you could double the cost of the food for the delivery. We want it to be $2, $3, 5 minutes in your backyard, no human involvement at all. And we can see that happening. We're rolling out through Dallas-Fort Worth as our first metro. And that's our first goal for 2026, is to cover the whole metro and be able to deliver to anyone living in the suburbs in Dallas.
Noam, we're watching video right now of the product in play, showing the delivery, the pickup, and everything else right there. You mentioned cost. What exactly is the economic construct by which you operate with regard to charging, say, an Uber Eats for this kind of a service? What exactly is the cost benefit for using your service for a platform like, say, a Uber Eats or a DoorDash?
So you think about what it takes to deliver that burrito in the suburbs, right? You need a person, you need a car, you need to drive 20 minutes, you need to create traffic, you need to do all these things that are a function of being on the ground. When you're in the air, there's no traffic in the air, and you go straight point to point, and the speed is much higher, but the device itself is a 20-pound drone. Very small amount of energy, very light, very, very fast. And so you can change the economics dramatically. And that's really the essence of what's happening. Autonomy is everywhere now, right? We see it in cars, on the streets, with Waymo, in San Francisco, around. We're moving to machines driving themselves. But that can lower our cost of service dramatically. Imagine if you could order whatever you wanted to eat, delivered in 5 minutes for $2 to $3. Why should it be a $20, $30 expense to order your food?
All right, and one final question on that cost front. How exactly then do you charge, or how do you generate the revenue from the service? Do you sell the drone outright and provide, say, maintenance and services for it, or is it a kind of pay by flight? How does that work?
It's pay by flight. We're a platform. Uber tells us, pick up this from this restaurant to deliver to that person. That's all we do. They pay us per delivery on that, and we handle everything else. We handle the safety, the maintenance, working with the certification of the FAA, building the drones. We have to build our own drones and get everything certified. I mean, we're flying over consumers, in the suburbs. There's a lot of regulation that goes into play, and there should be a lot of regulation going into play because this is our safety. And that's why it's been taking so long, right? We've seen drones deliver food 5, 10 years ago, but between delivering a demo and being able to fly hundreds of drones safely is a very different story.